I'm nervous for Biden to debate because I'm nervous when Biden talk. Don't be like that, you know. Because you can see when he start, he ready. When he's those first 2 words in, it's like when somebody try to run and they can't really run. Because it's like he start off hard, and then by the middle, you can see in his eyes, he's like, oh, where was I? And then by the end of the sentence, he's like, I think I stuck it.
Trust me, we all nervous for Biden to debate. I'm not even a Biden supporter, but even the Biden supporters are nervous. They over there, you know, trying to act all high and mighty online, like, yeah, we gonna get him, we gonna get him. But I don't think that's gonna be the case. You see what I'm saying? Like, your boy Joe needs all this help. He has CNN in his pocket. You know, he has some editors. He also has big tech censorship and all these things of that nature. He also is not going to have a live studio audience. It's so many things that's going to work in his favor. The only thing that is not going to work in his favor is Trump being on stage. I'm telling you, dog, like that's enough to end all this. It says right here, when Trump called out Biden on the debate stage for putting thousands of mostly young black men in prison, it hit different. See why Joe needs meds and a week of debate prep at Camp David. We're gonna talk about Camp David a little bit more, but let's go and check this video out.
It was a mistake. I've been trying to change the sense.
Why didn't you do it in the 8 years, a short time ago? Why didn't you do it? You just said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. You put tens of thousands of mostly black young men in prison. Now you're saying you're going to undo that. Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years with Obama. You know why, Joe? Because you're all talk and no action.
All right, Vice President Biden, and then we're going to move on to the next section.
We had a Republican Congress.
Actually, sorry to correct you, Biden, but during the first 2 years of Obama's presidency, Democrats did control the House. Plus, Republicans didn't flip the Senate until 2014, so you're kind of wrong there. Here are your options. You have Trump, who created opportunity zones, secured permanent funding for historically black colleges and universities, and created the lowest black unemployment in history. Or you have Biden, who locked up thousands of black people.
Let's not forget the black-owned businesses and black home ownership.
This should be easy.
I'm scared for Joe myself. I'm just saying, bro, you in the room with Trump. This guy, he obliterated you the last time. Literally, and y'all gonna debate twice? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know, that just seems really scary. And the fact that Donald Trump is gonna call him out on his BS. Honestly though, it's like, yeah, man, you talking all this, I'm gonna do this as the president, da-da-da. You had 8 years that you could have did a whole lot of the stuff you trying to campaign on, bro. What happened? Why didn't it? Yeah, man, Trump about to mop the floor with this guy. I'm gonna just keep it real. The floor is about to be mopped. I mean, mopped clean. And especially after all the trash talk that the Democrats talk. Seriously, y'all, you know, Trump ain't able to draw crowds to his rallies. He have to pay people to come, you know, see him, this, that, and the third. First of all, y'all cutting off the public from even coming to see the debate, you know, for obvious reasons, for control. And then on top of that, y'all be lying. Y'all be manipulating with big screens to make it seem like y'all crowds is big. Oh, y'all. Then they post it online and make it seem like it's just so big, bro. Then they want to clown Trump. Trump just destroyed Biden, by the way, for retreating to Camp David for an entire week before the debate. Now, Camp David is a place that Biden visits all the time and located in Maryland for various reasons, like family time, y'all. Relax and realization. You see where this is going? Maybe some working meetings or whatever the case. But anyhow, let's see what Trump got to say.
Oh, he's sleeping now. Because they want to get him good and strong. So a little before debate time, he gets a shot in the ass. And that's... They want to strengthen him up. So he comes out. He'll come out. I say he'll come out all jacked up, right? All jacked up.
Well, they did find a lot of white stuff in the White House, so, you know, maybe they, instead of giving him a shot in the eye, they might give him a sniff. He might have to sniff something, you know? I don't know. But we do know that man is going to need something. He's going to need more than a Monster energy drink, which I don't like energy drinks, whatever. He's going to need something. Well, I guess he got everything. He got everything in his pocket. He got CNN. He has the whole network right there. Anyhow, y'all remember yesterday when we watched that host kick off the press secretary, Trump's press secretary off CNN? She cut her off when she started to bring up Jake Tapper in terms of his comments about Trump in order to provide context to whatever point she was getting ready to make. Yeah, well, this is CNN's Jake Tapper acting like a child to his Trump advisor, Stephen Miller. And it's worth watching as we near this presidential debate. Tapper will moderate the debate and do everything he can to lift up Biden to keep Trump down.
The people that you don't connect with and understand, the people whose manufacturing jobs have left, who've been besieged by high crime communities, and who've been affected by a policy of uncontrolled immigration, those voices, those experiences don't get covered on this network. That's why, to prove the point, I was booked to talk about the very issues I'm just describing, and you're not even asking about them because they're not interesting facts to you.
That's not true. I have plenty of questions on immigration. You've attempted to filibuster by talking about your flights.
No,
with the
I'm
president.
not.
I want to ask you a question because
don't be condescending, Jake.
Stephen,
Jake,
the president and the White House.
The reason why I want to talk about
the president and the White House.
The reason why I want to talk about the president's experiences, what I've seen with him traveling to meet dozens of foreign leaders, with his incredible work.
Okay, you're not answering the questions.
No,
I understand.
You have 24 hours a day of anti-Trump material, and you're not going to give 3 minutes for the American people to hear the real experience of Donald Trump.
There's one viewer that you care about right now, and you're being obsequious. You're being a factotum in order to please him, okay?
No.
And I think I've wasted enough of my viewers' time. Thank you, Stephen. As Republicans, lawmakers call for Attorney General Jeff Sessions to resign. In a major reversal, Democrats are now coming.
Got a new phrase for y'all after watching a clip like that. Somebody put it out. Remember in November, okay? Make sure y'all remember all of this. For real. Jake Tapper, this man just annoyed. He pissed me off. Man, let the man speak. Why don't the left like to let anybody who I guess is, on the side of Trump, let me just say it like that. Why do they refuse to let him speak and get their thoughts out completely? Like, that annoys my soul. It's almost like, that's what I learned with my mom growing up. Hey, I understand that you're upset. I understand that I'm going to say something that makes you want to respond immediately, but hold your emotions maturely. Make sure you're listening instead of thinking of ways to respond. And once you get the chance and opportunity, say how you feel. No. You know why CNN cuts them off? Because they know for a fact, as soon as that context get added, their viewers are going to go, oh, wow. Wait, that kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm really surprised that Jake didn't go as far as trying to stick his fingers in his ears or something like that, bro. I'm telling you, the left loves DI. They love diversity, equity and inclusion, except when it comes to thought. Bro, this is not a debate that we're about to see. We are about to watch a stage scam. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, this is nothing but a big scam.
The dehumanizing rhetoric of Adolf Hitler is once again alive and well on a national political stage. This time, of course, in the United States. Donald Trump, a couple times over the weekend, referred to immigrants from South America, Africa, and Asia. He did not mention Europe. South America, Africa, and Asia as, quote, poisoning the blood of our country, which it's not hyperbole. That does very directly echo Adolf Hitler's language before World War II. To open up a copy of Hitler's Mein Kampf, you would find the Nazi leader describing the mixing of non-Germans with Germans as poisoning. There's really no other way to say it. Donald Trump's language mirrors this directly.
As you can see, the rhetoric has already been induced into the American people's minds, the people who don't like to, go and actually research or listen to things in full. They just hear talking points, gaslit points. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But you know what? Alex Castelli, I don't know how you say this man's name. I'm going to just say Alex. I don't know what his last name is, y'all. Alex Castle is the first half of the syllable. Suggests Trump could just tell the truth in a debate, saying, quote, Donald Trump's America was a lot better place than Joe Biden's America. And boy, that right there is going to win the debate alone. Trust me.
Cool, collected. How would you advise him? I think you're giving Trump some really good political advice there. I hope your rates as a political consultant are reasonable, because that's exactly what Trump needs to do. Look, this debate's not going to be decided with one guy winning 6 points while the other guy wins 5 points. This debate's about a big question, which is Donald Trump's strength more dangerous than Joe Biden's weakness? We know Joe Biden's weakness is at the heart of his presidency. No one respects this administration, and that's why you have crime on our streets, waves of immigrants coming here illegally, why the Russians are running amok around the world, and the Chinese are looking hungrily at Taiwan. Joe Biden's weakness has invited the wolves. So what's his strategy? Make Trump's strength dangerous. He's going to say, look, Donald Trump wants you to think he's a strong guy, but he tried to overthrow democracy. Oh, my heavens. And if you put him in the White House again, he could blow up the world. Donald Trump has a tremendous advantage. He could resort to a strategy politicians seldom use these days, which is he could just tell the truth. Donald Trump's America was a lot better place than Joe Biden's America.
So don't try to spend all this time defending these hoaxes, defending Jan 6, Charlottesville. It's just pivot right to policy and keep it calm. That's what you'd suggest?
Absolutely. I'd say, Joe, maybe you're confused. You may not remember that I handed you an America that had 1.9% inflation, and you drove it to 9%. You may not recall that our streets used to be safer. You may not remember that the Russians had enough respect for our country not to invade the Ukraine. But that was a better day for us. Stick with the issues that affect the American people and show that discipline that he's shown on the stump, and just some marvelous campaigning. We're seeing peak Trump now. No one can do what Donald Trump is doing on the stump, inspiring crowds, just managing the moment. It's almost like he's in the crowd's head. This is masterful campaigning. Make sure that guy shows up for the debate.
Now I know why your rates are so high. Alex Castellanos, thanks for joining Jesse Waters Prime Time.
Castellanos. Somebody said in the comments, if there is a debate, CNN will not allow him to talk about his campaign or what he did for the country. They will ask him about the trails. Bookmark this comment. You know what? I'm going to bookmark it just because I actually believe that to be true. You know what? I think that they might allow him to talk about what he did for the country. But because it's all going to be, produced without a live audience, they'll be able to edit all that out. All of it, quickly. Let me see. Debate strategies have been analyzed to death. It's really not that complicated. All Trump has to do is point out 2020 economic numbers that prove the success of his policies, then use 2024 economic numbers to show the failures of Biden. Honestly, I agree with that. And y'all hear this, this guy said Trump can go in there and do what politicians rarely do, which is just tell the truth. And honestly, it's crazy to think that in today's age, telling the truth, is still putting you at risk of losing, right? Just telling the honest to God, this is what actually happened. I think that some people just like to be fooled. Some people just like to be blindfolded. Some people's hate for Trump is so strong that they don't care about how great they was during his presidency. They just want to vote against him, man. We need to go ahead and have this debate. Also, shout to Marine Vet. He pointed out how CNN will be flagging anybody streaming the debate on YouTube or any other platform as well. They're going to be copyrighting, I guess, taking it down, potentially striking down channels and things of that nature. I don't know just yet, but I will keep y'all updated as I find out.